Oh, Jason's
going to spin it and spin Wortley with him.
Third.
Trouble Jack is around. Got through by Hunter B. Hands in it. Big crash. Hunter's upside down again. They're packing. They're stacking. Trouble. Oh, Delgado binned it. He binned it. They both binned it. Dead even. Oh, Austin locked it up.
He's locking up.
He overcooked it. He's in the wall. He's in the wall. Davey Hazard takes the lead. Network proudly presents INCAR as we get set to go for the season opener on the second season of INCAR. Technically the first because the league went through a name change, but nevertheless, we're here for the Daytona 200 here from Daytona International Speedway, and it's setting up to be a pretty good race. We've got, I don't even know how many drivers here for this event. And Jacob Hitz and Carter Friesen here with me in the booth for the call. Carter's pedals kind of did the whole spring break thing, so that's why he's up here with me and not down on the racetrack. So let's talk about this racetrack, Carter. You guys ran the Clash last night. What did you see in that you think is going to help carry over into this event tonight?
Oh, well, I honestly don't know what's going to carry over because last night there was really nothing on the line. Tonight we're racing for points, so... Last night, you kind of literally just died, and no one really would have cared. But tonight, you kind of want to take it a bit more seriously. Obviously, these drivers doing a great job last night. We had no cautions at all, although technically we should have, with 3 to go. But that was the point of no return, and that's when we saw Jake kind of die into the catch fence and flip over. Yeah, but
that was something.
That was a thing. So I really don't know what to expect, honestly.
All right, well, let's. I'm going to bring up the points here. This is something that the league owner, Jason Hubbard, put together. This is the point system that they'll be using throughout the season. I can't promise that we'll be here for any races after tonight. But I really don't know. It'll kind of be a week-by-week thing since they're talking about switching it over to Thursday nights now. Yeah, if it was Friday nights, I'd be a little more set. But the winner gets 50 points tonight, second place 45, and so on. It goes from a 5-point deficit to a 3-point deficit, then to 2, and then eventually to 1. 24th gets 1 point. Anything less than that, and you get nothing. 3 bonus points for leading a lap, 3 more for leading the most, and the leader at the halfway mark, which will be lap 40, or lap 41, will get 1 point. So, let's flip on over to here, and let's turn all this stuff off because we have no need for it right now. That's not what I wanted to turn off. There we go.
Gentlemen,
here's the command.
Start your engine.
All right, Carter. Let's run through the starting lineup here, since we have enough room at this racetrack to do it.
There will be a lot of pit stops.
We might have a problem though. I have the low Tetris beatbox command, as we have a spin on pit road already.
Carter Boyd is around.
Not me.
The 88 machine, and he went into the grass and then floored it and spun back out. Hunter barely missed him. All right, now, starting lineup here, as I don't have the 49 car for some reason. Whatever, go.
All right. So on the pole for tonight's race, it is going to be Tyler Mallon in the 18, just outside his teammate in the number 32, Nathan Kiani. Row 2, you have Justin Wells in the 2 and Benjamin Fanning in the 96. Running at the top 5, it's going to be Roger Ray in the 84 to his outside, Garrett Sidner in row 3. Row 4 has Christopher Rowan and the 39 car, the 51, Nathan Inman, and Noah Sweet right behind them, rounding at the top 10.
Wow, way to ignore Noah Puente there. I'm assuming that's how you say his last name in the 39. Where is Malin going?
Has just blown up. The 9 has blown up.
That was
and
Connor
we are going
Bloom,
to restart.
So we get a do-over. That never happened.
Just like I told these boys in the
Cool.
meeting, we don't need any.
You didn't see that.
We got a good race car, we got a good driver, we got a good pit crew.
Server did a little thing there for a second. Got worried, but
we'll be just fine at the end of this.
we're back to rolling.
You know,
hi everybody in
that
chat.
didn't happen.
Glad you could be here for this race, the opener on the second season of INCAR, the Oh gosh, I don't even know the acronym properly.
Oh. Just went back to happy hour.
Oh.
Uh-oh, we did. All right.
Yeah, all right.
So a bit of
It's
issues
over
here to start off the race.
hour. Here we go. Now we're back.
We got a good race car. We got a good driver. We got
So,
all we gotta do is
that
everybody
last
carry their weight.
about maybe 3 minutes of the broadcast, that never happened,
And four.
just so you know.
Yeah. Oh, it did it
The
again.
server just did a thing.
Yeah, that's the second time it's done it. Mech died. Sam Slusarski is not going to race, it sounds like now.
Yeah, he took a provisional. I did too, because I can't
Oh,
race.
I didn't realize that he took a provisional beforehand. So
Yeah, there are...
well, actually, I knew it. I just forgot. So yeah.
Yeah. The
While we're here
provisionals
on
for
pit road,
tonight.
we do have some onboard cameras that we'll take a look at here. Here's Tyler Mallon's on board in that 18 Interstate Batteries machine. Then we got to go back to, I'm going to cheat a little bit here because I don't know who's who.
Gentlemen,
Here's the command again.
Me.
start your
Sitting in the 16.
Get over
The
the
principal
ready to
on
rock
board.
and roll today. It's a long race. There will be a lot of pit stops.
Christopher Rowan in that 79
Do
machine.
what you gotta do.
He's got
Don't
the
mistake.
Pepsi on board.
Don't mistake today. Just all it takes.
Still going through the field. The 77 Noah Sweet. He's got his own onboard camera.
The lefty on board, yeah.
Yeah. Next we've got Chris's on there. There we go. Let's take a look. Who else do we got? Nope. Nope. Nope.
Bad.
Nope. 54. Yes. Joshua Lizasrian. I think I said his name right. Don't quote me. Don't kill me. He's got
Josh.
He's got the AMS Oil onboard camera. Don't know why I'm so quiet, but thank you, Nick, for that. There's David Alvarez. I don't have an onboard for him, but that's kind of cool. Jake
David's
Bruning in the 24 machine in the DuPont Chevrolet. And then Austin Wallace Delgado subbing for Noah Robb in the 48 machine. This is a one-off, but we had the onboard made for Austin since he's going to be in the car tonight. And that
was not scheduled to run
an awfully
until
loud
about
onboard
3
camera.
hours
I'm
ago.
gonna boost myself up. There we go. All right.
Yeah.
So
Coming out of turn 4, gonna go green this time.
and let's hope we actually make it this time. We can pull the Delgado graphic down.
Yeah.
Pace car makes the hard left turn. 80 laps here at Daytona. We're glad to have you along for the ride here on ORN. INCAR Season 2 is underway. Allen with a great start. A lot of people just hanging back early on here as they head down into turn number 1. Leading that outside line is the 28, I believe. Nope, it's the 96, Ben Fanning.
I think what these drivers are going to try to do here early on is just get single or double file. Don't want to push the issue too much here right at the start. Maybe start to push it a little bit harder towards the end of the race because that's when you're going all out pretty much.
Yeah. Making their first laps on this racetrack on the new season as Nathan Chiani's doing a dance party up in second place. Now he's back in line. We got a lot of people jittering around. The number 8
One
car,
car
he
coming to
pulls
pit road.
off. Well, no,
Or
they're
not.
going onto the apron. I think they're going to fall to the back. That's Nick Bergwald in the back in that 8 machine. So he'll drop to the rear with the 2 Hendrick boys. Or I guess the other 2 Hendrick boys, since that's technically a whatever. 2 significant packs right now. One being led by Connor Bloom in the 9 machine, and then the lead pack led by Tyler Mallon as John Fitzwater pulls onto the apron. Looks like he'll try and drop to that back pack.
I don't know if this would necessarily benefit Mallon with leading because of the CTS physics that we're using, so that means a bit more fuel consumption. So when you're up front, you aren't behind anyone, so you can't really save that much fuel. So that's going to be interesting to see how these drivers are going to play it out here.
Everybody single file for the most part. You got the 16 Garrett Snyder. He's stuck up on the outside. Or Sindor. I can read. He won the Clash yesterday. He won the non-points event last night. Looking to go back-to-back and win the first points-paying race on the season. Right now, no help on that outside. Everybody else, single file.
think it's just going to turn into a freight train here. Looks like it is. So, honestly, at this point, it's just stay in line and try to save a bit of fuel. As Jonathan Fitzwater has now lost the pack. Looks like he dropped back way too far.
Yeah, he's way back
Currently
there. He's in no man's land.
2 cars stepping out to the outside, looks like. Pantalica in the 46 and Benjamin White in that 19 car.
Had the 98 of Tristan Wilhoit look out for a moment and get back in line. Kind of caused Noah Sweet to bobble. But they're still making it coming off turn 2. The 84, Roger Ray, doing a little bit of blinking. A lot of blinking going on early in the go.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I think this might be server related, to be completely honest, because typically we don't see this kind of stuff.
Well, we used Jason's server yesterday, and it looked, because Kiani and Roger yesterday, they were completely fine, and now they've both had issues.
Yeah.
And we're on Tyler's server tonight, so could be a connection issue.
Oh, goodness. Sindor cut right across the nose of Ben Fanning, and that was close coming into the tri-oval. Everyone is single file.
He had a bit of room there.
Yeah.
I don't think it was as close as it looked, but still.
Yeah. Connor Bloom, he slides up out of the way, and that's going to allow the 39 of Noah Puente down underneath. Hunter B going to follow him.
And that M&M's number 7 Toyota Camry. Usually you're used to seeing an 18 car on that, but Hunter just had to mess everything up.
Well, it also helps when you've got an 18 on an Interstate Batteries car. That's what some people like to think of as it's top 3 right now. Tyler Mallon, Nathan Kiani, Justin Wells. Then you've got Roger Ray in 4th, Christopher Rowan in 5th. I mean, like everybody single file except for Will Hoyt, and now Benjamin White up in the back of the pack in that IK9 machine.
So I don't really know what's going to happen here, because what happens at the front is they'll start to stack up, and that's going to cause a huge checkup behind them. We saw that yesterday in the clash, where it was pretty much both lanes that were checking up really hard, as Fitzwater is like way behind now. Yeah, 16 seconds behind.
Yeah, and still falling back. But that's one thing that we have to keep in mind with these guys single file. There's going to be a lot of checking up, because when these guys get runs, they're going to get runs in this single file line. A lot of them aren't peeking to the outside to try and move forward. They're just having to lift so they don't run over the car in front of them, it causing kind of a chain reaction to the front, bump, 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 bump. And then that's how a lot of wrecks happen when they're single file like this. It's kind of dangerous no matter what they're in, whether it's a pack or if they're all just strung out single file, you can still see wrecks happen. Whoa, John. That's John Peterson.
Peterson, not to be confused with John Fitzwater.
Yep. He's rolling again now in that purple 49 machine. He has a car. I don't know why I don't have it. But, yeah, when you see a purple car, it's John.
Yeah, but like you were saying, you cannot push as the 3rd car in line, or the 4th car, or any car pretty much. If there's a gap between them that's about maybe a car length, then sure, if you're the car right behind them, go ahead and push them. But really, only the 1st and 2nd cars can bump draft, is how it works. And because we've seen wrecks as being the 3rd car in line causing them, because usually that 2nd car is right on the leader, or the 1st car in line, right on their bumper. That 3rd car gives them a shot, and that's just, you're asking for trouble right there.
Well, and this setup has had some adjustments to it that allows them to push in the corners.
Yep.
I say that hesitantly, but Kiani's been doing that to Tyler so far. And you've got Wells sitting in 3rd spot, just kind of having to keep everybody else at bay so he doesn't run over Kiani and either spin Kiani around, spin himself around, or take Mallon out in the process. 8 laps in the books. Tyler Mallon's led every single one. Still got a long way to go.
And my guess right now is we got, looks like the 96 drop into the apron to head to the back.
Yep, that's Fanning.
My guess is that Mallon is telling Kiani to stay locked to his bumper. That's what he told me last night in the clash. It almost ended up not working, is what I'm trying to say, as I'm having a stroke.
Well, Fanning's going to lose the pack. He's going to pull a John Fitzwater here. He is way too far back. He left off too much. As now everybody's kind of in this single file line the whole way through except for Fanning. And now Nick Bergeron also fell way back. And John Fitzwater, who's almost 30 seconds behind, more than 30 seconds behind. So he'll get lapped in a couple of laps.
At the line there, Fanning was going 184, and the last car in the pack, Benjamin White, was going 202. So that's the speed difference right there. As Sidner potentially dropping back. He is a lot slower.
Austin Delgado and Pantalica almost made contact.
Well, that outside line maybe gonna form up here.
I don't think that was done on purpose.
Goodbye, Austin. No, it really wasn't, but it could have probably formed up there. Alvarez and Sidner are gonna have to try and work their way back in. Sidner does, and so does Alvarez.
So everybody single file once again. We've got a 4-car breakaway here at the front. Roger Ray starting to put a little distance between himself and Christopher Rowan in that 79 machine. Let's go on board, if we can, here with Mr. Rowan in the passing machine. It's a little loud in the onboard camera.
Crank it up, I guess.
Something like that.
Problem with this is that 5th car is now going to get a run because there's a gap.
Yeah.
But when Ray is walking the bumper of Wells, he can't really do anything.
Yeah.
He can't push Roger because that's just going to cause a warp wreck is pretty much what it's asking for.
Yep.
Sidner out of line again, gets back in.
See, a lot of people in chat talk about just don't bump in the corners. I agree with that.
What do you think this is, 2011?
Yeah, really. There is no 2-car tandem. Even then, the tandems don't work. Keani's been up the back bumper of Tyler Mallon this whole run, and it hasn't worked. They haven't been able to pull away.
The moment you say that, Keani is not on Tyler Mallon's bumper. He lets off for the corner. So we are catching the lap of Jonathan Fitzwater.
Now, Fitzwater is going a lot slower. Fitzwater going 184. The leader's going 201. So he's almost 20 miles off the pace. 30 miles an hour off the pace.
Oh, I think John should just go faster. That would be the easy solution. But
push that
can't really do that when you're by yourself.
Push that gas down a little bit harder. How is Keani not exploded? Because there's not a lot of realism in this. And this isn't iRacing. That's how he's still living.
I don't know why. Because the grill tape is at 0.
That also helps.
So these guys are going to get huge runs on each other. Not be able to necessarily do anything, as I believe Fitzwater will probably be able to drop in line behind everyone this time.
That's what I'm thinking here. And with that grill tape at 0, CTS physics, it's going to lead to a crazy end of this race once people start making moves. Pull into the outside, dive into the inside. They're going to get runs out of seemingly thin air to try and make a pass for the win or for the lead.
Fitzwater gets in the line. But yeah, like you were saying, with the chassis type being 2, CTS physics, and 0% grill tape, these guys are going to get huge runs.
Yeah.
Like we're talking 2019 Talladega playoff race, that level of runs.
Yeah. We had a couple of guys slide up to the outside, 54.
9. Yeah.
54, the 9, the 24, and the 48, all taking the outside line. Looks like they're going to try and make a move here on Hunter B. Justin Wells looking down onto the apron for a moment. He gets back up and ready to go, and now here comes Tristan Wilhoit. He peeks to the outside. He'll go with him up top. Now goes back to the bottom.
And now there's a gap. Oh, Pantalic are going to drop out of line. I was going to say there's a pretty significant gap between the 7 and the 46, but the 46 jumps out. So
and
now the 98 will lead the line.
And he doesn't have a lot of help on that inside line. Not a lot of help behind him. He's got Noah Sweet in front of him to try and get the draft off. Carter Boyd goes to the top of the track. He'll lead that outside line for right now. 15 laps complete here at the start-finish line. Leaving just 65 laps
these
to
guys,
go.
they only have about 20 to 25 laps on fuel with these cars. So it's going to be a pretty big fuel strategy here towards the end, because if it's 25 laps, then you're going to have to pit twice.
Yep.
Maybe 3 times if you can't save enough. So, but if it's 20, then it's also going to be pretty close, because that'd be 80, so you'd be pitting about 3 times.
Oh, there goes John Peterson, force 3 wide. Off turn 4, he's up by the wall, lap traffic ahead. That's Nick Bergwald. Boyd jumps back to the outside now. Help from Will Hoyt. And Peterson's going to fall all the way to the back. That outside line is in shambles now as nobody's really helping. Bloom slides up the racetrack, almost gets into Will Hoyt. He's got Bruning on the inside helping him.
Man, that just about almost ended that entire pack right there. That was really close.
That was close. And now the inside line surging in momentum as there's not a lot of help on the outside. 39 of No Puente. He goes to the bottom, and that's going to leave Boyd. And, well, Boyd will go to the bottom now, and that leaves Will Hoyt all by his lonesome, except for the 51, Nathan Inman. He goes to the outside. Where's Puente going onto the apron? Crash! Boyd into the wall. Big wreck on the exit of the triangle. Upside down goes Carter Boyd. David Alvarez is in it. John Peterson. Garrett Sidnor.
Sliding.
And the caution flag is going to be out. First caution flag of the day, and it's for the big one early on. Carter Boyd going up on his lid.
Like Pantalica also involved. Maybe no damage on that car, if not minor damage.
I think he might have missed it. Replay, and it's bumper grab here. Carter got into the back of the 7 of Hunter B and then got hooked back up into the outside wall. Nowhere. Well, actually, I tell you what, the 98 was going to wreck anyways. Him and Puente made contact. The 54 machine, no, that's the 51, Nathan Inman. He's involved. He went upside down. David Alvarez went for a joyride. Hit Carter in the roof. Sidnor hit the inside safer barrier. John Fitzwater missed it. Another angle here, as it's just bumper grab that catches the 88 and puts him up into the wall. And
88 bumped the 7 in the middle of the triangle, moved him down onto the apron. 7 has to hang on to it, and the 88 just does not lift.
Pantalica missed it. David Alvarez did not. John Peterson's rear end all torn up. One more angle.
The launched off did 50.
Full speed, head on. That 88 almost went over, and then John Peterson gave him a bump in the door, and that was enough to send him up on his top. We'll go on board with the 16 machine. Garrett Sidnor. He sees it all. Hard into that inside wall with the driver's side.
I can confirm Pantalica did get damage. Ran into the back of the 49.
Pits were open. Everybody came onto pit road except for the lapped cars. I lie. We had a few stay out. Jake Bruning. Josh in the 54 machine. Austin Delgado.
Man,
and I believe the one of John Fitzwater, he's going to get the free pass here or something. He stayed out as well.
Free pass or lucky dog. Probably a lucky dog.
Yeah.
Or the wave around.
Yep.
Same thing. Man, Bergwald did a heck of a job getting through there.
Yeah.
I was just looking back.
He was a lap down.
I was lap down, and I was super close.
It's a shame we don't have it on board with him. Let's rewind a bit and find him here.
Got the Goodyear blimp. It's all good.
Here they are pitting. That's not the Goodyear blimp. This is the Goodyear blimp. And still going backward. All right, here we go.
And
there
now
you see the
looks
wreck. And whoop! Path clears! Holy cow! He almost got hit by Alvarez. That was close. You're right. Connor Bloom coming onto pit road, as will the 54, 24, and 48. So John will get the wave around, I guess, now. And Tyler Mallon will become the leader once again. Nathan Chiani fell to 3rd. Roger Ray moved up into 2nd after passing Wells and Chiani on pit road. So Roger will be the well, actually, I believe he'll lead the outside line here, then coming to the restart. I think we'll get the restart next time by. Next time by will be a quarter of the way through the Daytona 200 here at Daytona International Speedway. Tyler Mallon has led all but one lap. The other lap being led by, oh, no, I'm wrong. Tyler's led every lap. Tyler has led every single lap because of
every single green flag.
Because of when Mallon passed start-finish line. They're past the start-finish line on pit road. He was ahead of Bruning when he stayed out. And Mallon was able to beat Bruning to the line. So Tyler Mallon's led all the laps so far, all 19 of them.
Man, I bet you he's cheating. Nah. One car going a bit slower here on the backstretch. Looks like that's the 88 of Carter Boyd.
Yeah,
I don't
Carter Boyd.
necessarily.
I think he has a penalty, and he's dropping to the back. Same with the 51 of Nathan Inman. They're dropping to the rear, waiting for everybody to pass by. So Boyd's car looks all right after flipping. Not sure how much engine damage he got on that car. We'll have to wait and see. And that 49, he's still in this thing. Nobody retired from that wreck. Everybody is still out on the racetrack. It looks like we'll get the green flag next time by.
1 to green right here.
Waiting for him to double up here. Still waiting under the first caution. Quarter of the way there. Nobody on pit road? I lie. Sidnor just came off pit road. As did Boyd again. It looks like he's got to wait for Sidnor to catch up. And then eventually we'll get back to green. Not sure what the holdup is here.
Probably. There might be one more lap here.
Well, we're not doubled up, so I think it's going to be another lap.
Unless we're doing single file restarts and I'm just not aware of it. But I believe it is double file.
Yeah. Well, we'll see here. I don't think so. They're in the restart zone right now. Single file restarts it is. Green flag, we are back up in the air. Notice I was not ready for that restart. And here we go to turn 1.
The apron. 51 on the apron, gets back up.
Yep.
Sweet to the outside now. Tuck back in.
Everybody's pretty spaced out. You've got David Alvarez on the outside with Garrett Sidnor trying to get some help. As the Hendrick Armada back here, they're going to pull off onto the apron and try and form their own pack in the back. Looks like Carter Boyd trying to fall in line with them as well, so he doesn't get involved in another wreck or cause another wreck. Roger Ray on the back bumper of Tyler Mallon.
Now, this is not what necessarily Keani wants to happen, because he would probably like to be hooked up to his teammate right now, but Ray in between them. So that's the thing with single file restarts. You can't necessarily get around somebody like that, or
unless they get a really bad restart.
Yeah, there's really no line that has an advantage when there's only one line. So I guess technically they do have an advantage. There's no line with a disadvantage, is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
22 laps complete, coming to complete lap 23, start 24, just about we just passed a quarter of the way through the race.
Yep. And everybody in this top 15 or so is single file. Really, this lead pack is about 15 cars. Make it 13 with a couple of strays hanging onto the back. I think Sindor might actually lose the pack here if he's not careful. He might wind up
I think he's lost it already.
He'll wind up falling back to that secondary pack with Bruning and Delgado.
Yeah, so 2 packs formed up. One is all single file. The other I guess they're all single file now. They weren't before.
Yeah.
Fitzwater dropping to the back up line in front of him.
And it looks like Boyd might be struggling to hang with these
Yeah.
guys. He's doing 193. Fitzwater doing 201. So it doesn't look like his car is up to full song. He may struggle to be competitive the rest of the way.
And Roger Ray is just laying the back bumper of the 18 car, pushing it like crazy.
Yeah.
I don't think he's been off the bumper in about a lap and a half, maybe.
He's been there the
He's
whole
doing-
time.
been a heck. But he's got to be careful of how he's pushing him, especially since Roger can have some connection issues sometimes.
Yep.
So, and with what we seen earlier with the server, looks like that issue might be fixed now, though. Still a little bit of side to side, but that could just be Roger.
It's possible. Whoa, John Peterson and Hunter B got a little squirrely coming off turn 4. They're able to keep it straight. 25 laps in the books here at Daytona. Looks like David Alvarez is going to lose this pack. Make that 14 cars in the lead pack.
Sidner dropped back to the tail end of this second pack, and he might lose the draft again.
It's possible that the damage is too much. He slapped the inside wall pretty hard. But we'll have to see.
He definitely dropped back.
Yep.
Losing speed getting into the corner on the straightaway. So
Yeah. So he won the Clash last night. Doesn't look like he'll win the Daytona 200 tonight.
unfortunate for him. But up front, still Tyler Mallon leading. He's led every lap so far, including the pace lap. So
Yeah, he's led them all. Under green, under yellow. He was the pole sitter.
hopefully not under red, though.
Yeah. Rogers still staying glued to that back bumper.
Oh, off the track, the 7, Hunter B.
Yep.
Maybe got a shot from behind, got sent up the track.
Yeah, he's going to fall, I think, pretty much to the back of this pack.
Willingly went up there, looks like. Oh, looks like the 49 was going to maybe think about forming an outside line, and then that faked Hunter out, I guess, and he dropped back. Not quite sure, though.
Maybe. You see Kiani kind of peeking to the outside there. He wants to try and he wants to go.
Well, the question would be, would Wells go with him, or would he stay on the inside and try and get that position?
Would he have anybody go with him? Even if it's not Wells. Would he have Sweet go with him? Peterson? Wilhoit? Or is he going to fall all the
Rowan
way
maybe
to the
in
back?
4th
Yeah.
or in 5th.
Whoa! Kiani got a little squirrely there off turn 4. That was scary.
I think everybody's all good now, though.
Yep.
"28 laps complete so far. This race has been going by fairly quickly,
Yeah.
honestly. Oh, it's probably because of all these speeds. We're going 200 plus miles per hour.
Yeah,
We're-
on an average, yeah.
Fastest lap time so far is Jake Bruning with a 43.923 second lap. So
It's an average of
very
200,
close.
average of 205 miles an hour. They are booking it around this racetrack.
But I think I know if this ends up being the finish with Ray and Mallon and Kiani. If Ray makes a move, I don't think Kiani would go with him, try and help his teammate potentially, but
We'll
who
have
knows?
to see. Down the back straightaway, still single file.
And this isn't Talladega, so you don't have to remember that the start-finish line is here. It is in the normal spot.
Yeah. Just in case you forgot, the start-finish line's in the trioval where it belongs. 30 laps complete. Tyler Mallon's led them all.
The start-finish line is not here.
Yeah.
So it looks like 51 and 88 are definitely very slow. Both of them have roof damage because they both got air.
Yeah,
And
they're both
down.
helping each other right now. They're about half the straightaway, or half the speedway behind the leaders. And
they are going.
Sidnor is kind of in between those two, and then the secondary pack with Fitzwater on the back end of it, and Alvarez and Bloom. Bergwald is back there, Bruning, Delgado, and the 54 machine to Josh.
So the 88 and 51 are drafting right now at the same speed that Sidnor is going by himself.
Yikes.
Are very similar.
So Sidnor doesn't have as much damage as some others.
Exactly. Because if these guys weren't drafting together, they'd be going like 170.
Yeah.
The leaders are going to catch him.
It won't be long until they get lapped. At this point,
for sure.
As there goes Pantalica up the racetrack. Looks like he wants to drop to the rear of this pack. He was pretty far back there to begin with, but now it looks like he wants to go back farther. Back into turn one. As Tristan Wilhoit also up the hill. He's got Benjamin White underneath him.
So it looks like, Alvarez has dropped back from that lead pack that he was just barely onto to the second to last car in line in the second pack, right behind Nick Bergwald.
I think he's just fine with riding around for right now as Wilhoit is coming to pit road. Tristan Wilhoit is pitting. Is this some sort of strategy here, Carter, or what?
I mean, I don't know.
Do they need to pit again to not make it to make it to the end here?
There's no way they can make it to the end, but he might be short pitting to potentially only have to make one more stop, because that was about 20 laps ish. No, that was only 10 laps since we.
Yeah.
My mistake there. So. Not necessarily sure what the issue is. We're going to have to see if more cars are going to pit. Doesn't look like it here.
Not now, at least.
I'll take a look at the second pack.
And they're catching up to Boyd and to Inman right now.
No one else pitting, so maybe some strategy there from the 98. Thought someone else was going to go with them, and nobody did.
Maybe.
But
there goes Boyd and Inman. One lap down they go.
Probably won't be the last time they go a lap down, considering the speeds they're running, but we'll have to. I think the problem with this would be, once we get towards the end, these guys are going to try and make more aggressive moves instead of just staying in line. So if we end up catching two, potentially the side-by-side like they are right now, the 51 trying to get the spot on the 88, 88's going to let them have it. But we're going to have to see towards the end of this race, see what happens.
Closing in on the halfway point. Just 5 laps away from being halfway. Tyler Mallon's led every single lap. And then it's been the rest behind him.
Man, I'm so used to these races being like 100 laps long. That's like the Daytona 250, but no, we're only going to lap 8.
Well, they could keep going, but they'd have to make it to lap 80 first.
Surprised Jason didn't leave any room for the overtime.
John Fitzwater has come onto pit road. He is now on the apron, driving away. And you've got the 16 of...
He's going to go on a lap down here.
Yeah, he's going to go a lap down. So Fitzwater pitted, and he was with that lead pack. Or that second pack.
He was with the packet, but nobody else pitted with him. We're going to have to look here at this lead pack and see if anyone's going to come in this time.
Nope, doesn't look like it. No. Everybody stays out. Let's go to that second pack.
Boyd is currently
Tristan is still on
What
pit
is with-
road.
And he's up against the pit wall right now.
Yeah, I think he had to go.
Fitzwater coming back in.
Yeah, I think he sped. I think it's a penalty on Fitzwater, so he'll come back
sped
onto
again.
pit road. Yeah, Will Hoyt hasn't moved, so Will Hoyt probably had to vacate his wheel, and that's why he pitted. So it wasn't a strategy call. We're assuming.
Fitzwater definitely sped there. He came in at 75, and pit road speed is 60. So we did change that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh, I thought Pantalica was going to maybe pit there.
Saw the 28 of Jordan McGraw get a little squirrely coming off turn 4 on that bottom. 6th car in line. It's the black car. Right in front of Noah Sweet, that yellow and blue, yellow and black car. I know colors. John Fitzwater comes off pit road again. Sweet. Kind of falling behind now. Where is he going? He held everybody up. Look at this.
One to the back. Gonna maybe try and get a run on these guys, potentially.
I think he pushed him too far back here, to be honest. Because he doesn't have a lot of help now.
Yeah,
they're
Sweet's
double
all there
wide
by
behind him.
Oh, he's gonna have a huge run on him right here. Could have been a strategy right here to get a big run and then
maybe
fake to the outside. I really have no idea what just happened there.
Yeah.
But whatever it was, it happened, and Will Hoyt is still up against the pit wall. Fitzwater once again coming to pit road.
So he sped for a second time.
Yeah, he definitely sped. He's keeping it at 54 and 55.
Yeah.
That should be a stop and go penalty this time, or a 30-second penalty.
I'm not sure.
So Jonathan Fitzwater went from bad to worse.
Yeah. Field comes off, turn number 4. Halfway home, here at Daytona.
And Malin with
laps
a
to
1
go.
point bonus.
So
that
Malin,
halfway bonus.
Malin trying to get max points here. He's got the halfway bonus. He's led a lap. If he leads one more, he'll lead the most. All he has to do is win the race, and he'll get the most points possible.
And he got the pole, too, so.
Yeah.
Man. Malin, he might as well just win the championship at this point.
Yeah, really.
Right here. First or...
If that's how championships were won. This single file pack up at the front has seemed to kind of string out a little bit more, and it seems to be that there's more space between these guys, other than Roger and Tyler, who are all over each other up here at the front.
Yes, Fitzwater did stay out this time, so looks like that penalty was cleared.
So he's
and played it backed up. Ever so slightly, he's been backing up.
Here's that secondary pack again. 6 cars in it. Fitzwater trying to make it 7. Gonna try and pull in and get the draft. I think he's going too slow. Yeah, he's not gonna even bother getting the draft from them.
Why? But
and the 16 is in line again with the leaders. I didn't notice this originally. We saw him fall a lap down. He's now the first car 1 lap down, and he is still in this lead pack.
Well, I think he's hoping for a caution right here at this point.
Well, he almost had one. Hunter B got a little twitchy on his back bumper. Now Benjamin White gets on the apron off turn 2, gets back in line.
Back up. So we're going to have to see some pit strategy here soon, I think. Because green flag pit stop's definitely going to come up here in a little bit. I'd say these guys can run at most 5 more laps on fuel. I'm surprised Malin hasn't burned like a lot more fuel than he has by being out front the entire time.
Yeah.
Very surprising to me.
We'll have to see.
With Ray being tucked in right behind him, that's definitely going to help him save, I think. Actually, I think it might help the 3rd car, Nathan Kiani.
Yeah.
And Justin Wells to save fuel, because they're having to lift for Ray and Malin.
Yeah, Roger and Tyler have had their foots pretty much to the floor the whole time. Nobody pitting here.
Well, looked like the 49 was going to come down.
Yeah, he thought about it.
But he didn't. I
Well,
don't
you
know if
also
he
have to
necessarily
think,
thought about it.
you also have to think about what they could have been doing saving under the caution to help get them a little bit farther along here under green.
Concerned about Will Hoyt's car right now. Because if he keeps backing up, he's going to get disqualified.
Well, that, and he's about into pit road. He's going to be a target for these guys when they come onto pit road. That's no good.
Someone else's pit stall right now.
And I think that's, he's right in front of the 49's pit stall and the, I'm not sure who that is. Whoever has the Chungus as their pit board sign.
Jimmy, which is surprising. That's a good question.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure who it is, but I know it's the 49 in front of him, of John Peterson, and he's running in the 8th spot right now.
28's pit stall.
28. Well, he's running 6th right now. Jordan McGraw.
Had to look at the standings or the qualifying results because we're right in front of the 88.
Got it. Makes sense. Off turn 4. Oh, somebody blew up. It's Peterson. We just talked about him. John Peterson goes boom. We stay green.
Engine letting go. That thing exploded. Wow.
He hit the button to let the smoke out of it, and he is done for the night. He is going to finish dead last. Maybe.
Well,
if Will Hoyt gets going, he'll finish dead last. Otherwise, Will Hoyt will finish ahead of or behind him. 3-car breakaway at the front. Gotta think that some of these guys are going to be pitting here, considering how spread out they are. Off turn 4. Nothing again. And it was the piston for Peterson that is going to cost him a shot at the Daytona 200. These two guys are about to get lapped again, Inman and Boyd.
They are very slow.
Yeah.
Will Hoyt is now 90 degrees in the 28's pit stall.
It's going to be interesting to see how McGraw can get out of his box. He'll have to back up.
Just eject Will Hoyt, but...
Everybody's staying out again. We're closing in on having a 30-lap run here. I don't know how they're able to stay out this much here, unless you're wrong on the fuel mileage.
Could be. I know last night we had about 25-ish laps on fuel. That's what we could do.
Interesting.
Could have been more. Could have been maybe 35, and I'm just thinking wrong, but I don't know.
35 would make a bit more sense.
Yeah.
Oh! Inman hit the wall off turn 4. 3 wide with Pan and Boyd. We stay green.
Here comes Fanning. 96 to pit road.
Yeah, he's dropped off from the back of the field. And the 39 car, Puente, he dropped back because of the blown motor that happened to Peterson.
This 28 is not going to get out of his pit stall. Oh, Will Hoyt just got off track.
So he's done.
Oh, he got ejected.
Okay.
Just to solve that issue.
Tristan Will Hoyt out of this event. He will finish dead last at Daytona. And he will get 1 point. 30 laps to go. So if they pit here, they can make it to the end.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Here comes 96 off pit road on the apron down there.
He will not be able to hang on with the leaders.
No way. He might be able to get into that second pack though, or behind the 88 and 51.
It's possible. Won't be a lot of speed in that group though.
Yeah.
Off turn 4. These guys just riding around to the last pit stop to get to the end here. At least that's what it looks like.
Catching Fitzwater again. He might try to get in line behind everyone. Well,
Maybe.
I would assume.
We'll have to see. He's already 2 laps down. This will make him 3 laps down.
So, yeah, Fitzwater's night went from bad to worse to
Awful.
not even a night. Yeah. Not even a thing at this point. Didn't happen.
Rogers
Couple
backed
cars
off the back
jumping up.
bumper. Here they come.
go.
Feeding time at the zoo.
Everybody.
Oh, Noah Sweet's
Oh.
around. And he's going to hit the inside wall. He's still rolling. We stay green for now. And look at Roger. Roger's underneath Malin on pit road.
Man.
It's a good thing that
Well-
98's not there anymore.
Well, Malin has that first pit stall, so...
Yep. And there go the leaders.
That second pack gonna
Yep.
try and stretch about. Maybe that's what they were doing, hanging back to save a bit more fuel.
Josh Lizasuar, or however you say his last name, he takes the lead.
The 54 guy,
Yeah.
him,
And he's got Jake Bruning and Austin Delgado behind him.
Liza Swain. I'm pretty sure that's how you say
And-
it, but I'm.
There goes everybody else. How about Jordan McGraw coming out 3rd, Kiani in 4th. He loses another spot on pit road.
Did that happen? I want to look at that. Well, left sides only for the 28.
And Liza Suyer is going to take the lead officially. So he will take the lead and lead the first lap, not led by Tyler Malin this whole time. You're right, that is an N. I don't know why I put an R on my roster. Whoops.
Yes.
Liza Swain, that sounds much more real. So, yeah.
And yeah, the 39, or not the 39, sorry. The 54 right now.
Yep.
Malin, currently P7 is where he
I
would
think these guys are
come
going to
out.
be pitting
Ray
here.
8.
Here they come off turn 4, the lead pack. Well, what was the
Here they
lead
all
pack
come.
now pitting? And they're
Up
going to
on the
make
48
it without
down low.
crashing. Noah
don't think
Sweet is
Delgado-
coming back in.
I don't think these guys know that they can go 60.
Oh, Bruning just got
nice.
clobbered by
Absolutely.
Connor Bloom. Punted him.
Oh,
You're parked at a
goodness.
bad angle. Oh my gosh.
Got on pit
Where are the
road, and
leaders?
24 is
Look
just
at
going to
this.
go around.
Look at the leaders. This is our lead pack. Tyler Malin and Roger Ray. That's it.
And the 28 is there as well. He's in
He's
the
too
draft.
far back, though, and then you've got everybody else behind him. Kiani leading the second pack with Justin Wells.
Out of the race.
Fitzwater's in that. And you're right,
Oh.
Noah Sweet has decided to park it.
28 is still in the draft with them.
You're
so
right,
he
he
is
is
there.
caught up. I thought he was too far back.
Well, now he's within a second. He's 6/10 back behind. Or 7/10.
Well, he's
Rather.
closing in right now. We'll have to see where where things shake out. This second pack is unorganized a lot. And there goes Malin across the line. And Tyler Malin's back to the lead. It's a 3-car breakaway at the front. This reminds me of how AI cars run Daytona. With just 25 laps to go. Tyler Malin, Roger Ray, Jordan McGraw, your top 3.
Sorry, I had to step away for a second. We're back, though. And Sidner is now coming off of pit road. So that strategy not working out in his
Yeah.
favor, it looks like. And we're catching the 51. He's going to go high, though. Oh, in the
Hit
wall.
The wall gets it rolling again.
Maybe not that high. I think this is going to come down to Malin, Ray, and McGraw.
Unless we get a caution. Hold everything. That second pack is closing in. They gained 4/10 that last time by. They're all single file, pushing themselves, trying to catch the leaders, and I think they're going to do it because they're more than double the size of the lead pack right now.
They are triple the size of that lead pack, pretty much.
Well, not quite triple. There's not 9 of them. There's 7.
Close enough.
And you've got the 16. He's coming back on pit road. I think he sped.
And he is under pit road speed this time. I'll watch it.
We'll see what the gap is this time by between the leaders in second place. Last time it was 2.5 seconds. This time, waiting for scoring 2, refresh, 2.1 seconds. They're gaining about 0.3 a lap.
Yeah, there was a pass-through penalty for the 16 for speeding. 24 coming off pit road now. Remember
After
that
he got
contact? Oh, yeah. By his teammate.
Yep. That's just lack of communication.
I mean, I don't necessarily know what the 9 was doing because the 24, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to stay low when you're getting close to your pit stall.
Yeah.
And the 9 was as low as he'd been, and his pit stall was a lot later than the 24. I'm not sure, though. Is now AJ Allmendinger, or sorry, that's David Alvarez, right behind the 9 car.
The gap, 1.5 seconds. I think they've caught the draft here, Carter.
They're going to get him.
Because they are closing in a hurry. The big question is, do they go to the outside as soon as they get there or ride behind for a little bit? We're coming to 21 laps to go this time.
I don't know. Into turn 3 right there, Malin was going 197. Kiani was going 203. And they are here now. They are in the 28th draft.
Here we go.
I think they might go to the outside. They have such a big run, 204 to 199, but we got a lap car to the 39 of Nathan Puente, or Noah, excuse me.
And here comes Kiani. Look to the outside. Now gets the draft again. Down the back straightaway. Puente in the way. Kiani goes to the outside. He's got help from Wells.
He lied.
But Rowan, he's too far back. Now he goes to the outside.
Pantalica and Hunter B going to stay low.
Benjamin White there as well. The outside line trying to work together. 20 laps to go this time by. Rowan goes to the bottom. And I think that's going to seal the deal here for Kiani.
He's going to lose spots here, but
yeah,
because Ray is hooked to the back bumper.
Oh, and there goes White. There goes everybody. The outside line's dead.
Oh, goodbye, Nathan Kiani and Justin.
Just when we thought we were going to see a pass for the lead under green, no.
Well, and I don't think Hunter. Oh, Hunter's going to let him back in line.
Yeah.
So
Kiani has to be furious inside that 32 car right now.
They had it going, and then they lost it.
Yeah. But now the question is, who's going to pull out and make the move, and when are they going to do it? Because they're running out of time, and Malin is insanely good at blocking runs.
Well, I know for sure Roger Ray's going to make a move to try and win it. Why wouldn't he?
Yeah.
But the question is, would the 28 go with him? Well, maybe not, because there's a big gap between now. But remember, we still have just under 20 laps to go, 19 to go at the line.
And he doesn't have
a lot
of help. Doesn't have a lot of help from Rowan either. And it is 19 to go.
18 at the line.
Yes.
Yes.
If you said at the line, I missed that part in my brain. So, whoops. No. So only the one caution. For now, at least, Kiani's doing a jig right now back there in 7th place. Gets it rolling straight.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
That's not what... Well, that just makes matters worse because Kiani had such a big run.
Yeah. Didn't
work, and now got that issue as well. So that's 17 and a half laps to go now. And Roger is also doing the same thing as Kiani was there.
Yeah.
Man, it was getting exciting there for a second, and now back down to single file, so not as exciting as it was before.
Yeah.
Still exciting, less, but yeah.
Puente has caught the back of this draft off of Hunter B. He is, he's only 1 lap down. Nathan Inman has parked the car. He's done for the night. He was involved in the big one, flipped upside down, rode around for a while. He decided to park it. He'll finish in the 21st position.
Not sure if you mentioned this, but the official, I guess, finishing result for the 49 was a piston failure on that car. And Tristan Wilhoit was ejected.
Yeah. So he'll finish dead last and get 1 point towards the championship. Tyler Mallon.
Under the apron. Oh my goodness.
That was scary.
I think that might have been bumper grab off the 84, but not sure. Catching Sidner once again.
Kiani pulled out of line, now pulls back in.
Oh, that is interesting. So apparently, the reason Tristan Wilhoit was gone was the fire alarm went off at his campus, and he had to leave and go AFK. So that is the reason why.
I've had to live through that, and I sympathize with them. Thankfully, I wasn't racing when that has gone off. Yikes. Well, at least the building didn't burn to the ground, and well, that's a shame for him to finish where he did because of what happened, but he'll be back next week for Nashville, hopefully, and we'll try and help out his points there.
Point situation, yeah. And believe it or not, considering how good Tyra Mountain's been doing tonight, he has the 22nd fastest lap of the race of 24 cars that started.
That's because he's been out front the whole time.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's had people pushing himself in the lead the whole time. He's never really had to work for it. 14 laps to go. Who's going to be the one to make the move? We've got 9 cars in the lead pack that are on the lead lap, plus Puente. That makes it a cool 10. Oh, Ben White! He just
19.
blew up. So he overheats. Remember, there's no tape on these cars, and that's going to push everybody behind Rowan back. Kiani, Pantalica, Hunter B, Puente, and Justin Wells.
Man, another car.
So that means they have to get reorganized and try and catch up. Now it's only 5 versus 4. And look how spread out they are.
That was the engine
that was just an engine, yeah. So Benjamin White is not going to finish this Daytona 200.
And you hate to see it, too.
Yeah.
Well, both the cars that blew up, they have 9s in their number, so we're going to have to see maybe Christopher Rowan or Noah. Is it Noah or Nathan Puente?
Noah.
I believe it's Noah. Okay, so
Noah Puente, Nathan Inman.
I don't know. Yeah, I keep getting them confused. Yeah. My bad.
It happens.
Yeah.
So they have all caught up except for Justin Wells. He might be a little too far back. And Kiani's going to the outside. Pantalica's going to go with him. Same with Hunter B. We've got a run. For the first time in forever, the outside line is back. Let's see how far they can go.
And it's 4 cars against 4 cars.
Yeah. Puente's a little too far back.
The 39. And
11 laps to go.
Wells has lost the draft.
Yeah.
Nope. Still in it. 9/10 of a second.
It's close. And this outside line is just marginally working right now. Yeah. They need somebody else to pull up. Whether it's
they've got 4 cars. It's pretty much an equal playing ground right now.
But that helps the bottom, because the bottom line is better in the corners because NR.
Yeah, don't ask me why. That's just Ray up to the
Roger
high side
Ray
now.
makes a move, and Malin isn't going
to the bottom.
That crash, caution.
Oh, caution is
out, and it involved David Alvarez.
Looks like
no, he avoided it. It was the second pack. Oh, it was John Fitzwater. Fitzwater spun trying to get onto pit road under braking, came back up across the racetrack, and he got missed. Everybody missed him. But the caution's out for a single car spin by John Fitzwater, and we're going to have a restart inside 10 laps to go.
10 to go. This is not at all what they wanted to see.
Although, this bunches everybody up. The 54, 48, 9, 8, 68 to 24, they're all back in this thing, and the 39 Anua Puente should get the free pass. So everybody is stacked up together. John Fitzwater retired, done for the night.
Yep, so his night went from bad to worse to awful to absolutely horrible.
Yep.
You could say. People are saying the server mute coids. I have no idea what's happening down there, nor do I want to know what's happening necessarily.
Yep. My goodness. So, chat, how you doing? What do you think of the race so far?
Hey, I forgot we were streaming.
I don't think John's tire blew, but I'm not 100% sure.
Nah, he locked up.
No.
So we're gonna have to see. Will these guys pit or not? I'd imagine they stay out. No, Ray.
Kiani stays out.
Me.
Everybody except for David Alvarez.
Or he's gonna fake it the last second. Nope. So, if Alvarez can get caught up, I believe they should be able to go this time.
Yeah.
Sidner warming up the tires, even though that's not a thing in this game.
Yeah.
Boyd drop into the apron. Coming back up now. And Puente is going to get the wave around.
So he'll get back on the lead lap. That will put 15 cars on the lead lap for the finish in this event.
And the 24 for some reason.
They were both one lap down, so that puts now 16 cars on the lead lap.
I don't think that's how that's supposed to work. I thought it was just the first car. They're bringing pace speed down.
Sometimes, oh no, they're letting all the lap cars by. Sidnor's going by as well, as is Carter Boyd. So Sidnor should be one lap down. Boyd should be two. Puente and the 24 of Bruning will be back on the lead lap.
Okay, so they're doing it if you were involved in the accident, then you can't take the wave around. If you weren't, then go ahead.
Got it.
And the 39 spun out while taking the wave around. What just happened? He lost it in the middle of 1 and 2.
I tell you what, he clutched, he put it in neutral, and then got it into second and third. He almost killed the engine. That's what happened. He had a little shifting boo-boo. I don't know.
Gonna get a spot back, and we are going to go 1 to green this time by, I believe. So, that being said, I will be right back.
Well, inside 10 to go, we will get the restart with 7 laps to go. If we get another caution, that puts us in a danger zone. If they wreck within 3 laps to go, we keep going until the checkered flag flies. If they wreck within 3 to go, they wreck, but we keep on trucking. So we'll have to see what happens. field comes down the back straightaway. Through turns 3 and 4. Getting ready for the restart. We'll have 7 laps to settle it.
All right.
Field coming off turn 4, single file. Getting ready to go back to green flag racing. 7 laps to go in the Daytona 250. Who's going to get it done? An awful start for Pantalica. It's a 5-car breakaway and a stack up in the back.
Well, that might help because
Whoa.
they're going to have a big run.
Sidnor almost got turned off the bumper of Bruning. Car's already going to the outside line in that farther pack. 5-car breakaway, and then it's the rest. Off turn 2.
Here comes Kiani to the outside.
Kiani on the outside, no help. He goes back to the bottom. First car on the outside
run for
line.
the 46 car. He's got a huge run right now.
First car on the outside line is the 9 of Connor Bloom. Everybody else is single file. It's just like the start. Coming to 6 laps to go. They've got 3 more before they're official.
Ray just staying tucked into the back of the 18.
Yeah, again, we've seen this before.
Pantalica, he had enough room right there if he wanted to go to the inside of the 79, but didn't have a big enough run.
Yep.
I think Kiani, or some of these guys, their best shot right now would be to let off and just hang back just a bit. Stay within the draft, and then just floor it.
3 wide, way back there. Oh, man, off turn 4. That was close between Bloom and Sidnor. 5 laps to go in the Daytona 200.
2 more and we're official.
Tyler Mallon trying to start the season off right, get his first win on the season. Roger Ray trying to do the same thing, so his 3rd, 4th, 5th, all the way down through the order. The top 12 under a blanket, under a second from the leader.
And remember, Ray, you're defending champion of the former league before this. Won 7 races.
Jake into the wall hard. He collects Connor Bloom. Back up into the outside wall. David Alvarez. Noah Puente. And the caution's back out.
And we just got it. We got to the line just before it was official.
A wreck with 5 laps to go in the back of the field. It started with bumper grab between teammates.
Man, what are you doing?
Jake Bruning got into the back of Austin Delgado. Bumper grabbed into the 54. Then back up the racetrack into Noah Bloom. Connor Bloom, I don't know why I said Noah. Noah got clobbered then by Puente. Up, almost over, into the outside wall, head on. David Alvarez got a piece of it, as did Garrett Sidnor.
Man, you just cannot push into the entry of the corners.
Well, that was all bumper grab. I don't know if that really had enough to do with the pushing. Are we gonna be broadcasting the rest of the races of the season? I don't know. I'll be completely honest, I have no idea. If it moves to Thursdays, there's a bigger chance we won't, because I have an iRacing broadcasting commitment for an iRacing league. Those races start around 9:30. I don't know. If the races are more like tonight, where less cautions, it's a possibility that we may do a couple more. We'll kind of see how it goes. We might try Nashville next week and go from there. We'll just have to wait and see. And it also depends on the league owner, Jason, since he permitted us to broadcast this event tonight. We'll see what he says about the rest of the races going forward. So we're going to have to get 1 to green this time by, because we're coming to 3 laps to go. Carter Boyd, you better hurry your butt up. And Tyler Mallon's going to drive in the grass for no reason whatsoever. All right, Carter, who do you think's going to win it?
Tyler Mallon at this point, honestly.
It's a fair assessment. I'm going to go Jordan McGraw. I think he'll find a way. Maybe if everybody wrecks and he's able to slip through, I don't know. Just have to wait and see. Coming to 2 to go this time by, and hopefully a restart.
I think if Ray can get a run, then he'll definitely try to make a move. But the question would be, would anybody go with him? I think they're trying to save some
I would think
fuel.
so, but I don't know.
Who knows? It's plate racing and NR, and it's online, so...
Yeah. I'm expecting a big wreck. Remember, if they wreck from here on out, we're green until the checkered flag.
Yeah. There's no stupid overtime lines. So
no stupid, yep.
No caution clock either.
And they will not finish this race under caution. We should get 1 to green this time by. Or, not 1 to green. We should get the green flag this time by.
Yep.
We've got 15 cars on the... Jake Bruning is still on the racetrack?
What?
Bruning is still running, as is Sidnor. Connor Bloom didn't even pit, I don't think. He still got a ton of damage. I don't know if those guys... Points. They made it. They made it. They're all in line. We better get the green flag this time. We're going to snap the pen that I'm holding in my hand in half.
Oh, stack up
Stacking
at the back.
Up. Will we see the green flag? We've got 2 to go this time.
Oh, yeah, we're going.
Green flag. We're committed to the end. Kiani going to the outside of Jordan McGraw, going for turn 1.
Gonna get it.
He falls back in line. Didn't have the help. Didn't have a big enough run. They're off to turn 1. Next time by, they will see the white flag. Through turn 2. Roger Ray on the back bumper of the 18, where he's been pretty much all race long, trying to keep everybody at bay.
Because I think if Ray backed up to that 28, he could possibly get a run with him, but the problem would be Mallon could block it so easily.
Off turn 4. They will see the white flag. If they wreck, they wreck. We're staying green either way. White flag in the wind. 1 more lap to go in the Daytona 200. Can Tyler Mallon hold everybody off? Or can Roger Ray or somebody else? I think they're too far back. I think they're too late. Justin Wells leading it. They're side by side for 7th right now. Here's McGraw looking to the outside. So is Kiani. Christopher Rowan looking to make a move.
More cars.
Roger to the outside. Tyler with the block. Roger hits the wall. Still rolling. Here comes Kiani on the bottom. Side by side. This is for the lead. 3 wide. Here comes Justin Wells. Kiani on the bottom. No help for Roger. What can Kiani do?
I don't think he's going to do anything.
3 by 3. Here comes Kiani off turn 4. Coming to the checkered flag. Not going to make a move. Tyler Mallon wins, and they're crashing. Austin Delgado saves it. Photo finish, and Tyler Mallon wins at Daytona. What a finish.
Oh, upside down the 24 and the 88. Oh, big crash.
Oh, Connor Bloom in it as well. Your typical crashing coming to the checkered flag, and it looks like Carter Boyd just dumped the 24 once they got to start-finish. And Tyler Mallon is your winner. Yeah, and he just had no help. He had no help.
Oh, no, he definitely had help.
Well, he didn't have help in turn 3 because he had guys going 3 wide. All of his help from the middle went to the outside. You see Delgado, he moved up, and that caused the 28 to fall back. There was too much help on the bottom. Everybody was too unorganized, and Nathan Kiani did absolutely nothing to try and win this race.
Oh, the 28 hooked the 84 into the outside wall. What was that?
Oh, I thought Mallon put him in the wall.
Oh, Mallon never put him in the wall. And then Wells had such a big run on the outside.
Oh,
the
yeah,
outside
you're right.
of everybody.
You're right. That may have also hurt Roger. Without that contact,
sure.
Roger would have had him.
I think if the 28 had lined up a bit more square to the 84, they could have done it. But you got the teammates on the bottom. You know Kiani's just going to work with him. And I'm kind of disappointed that Kiani didn't try to make a move. But, I mean, I understand team orders and stuff. But I just don't know how they didn't wreck.
Seriously.
They should have died. And Bruning. Oh, the 9. The 88 was
just
up
dumped
in the air, and the 9 hit him.
Yeah. Well, the 24 got dumped by the 88, and then everything went haywire.
So Tyler Mallon got the max points. He led
Yeah.
every single lap under green.
Without pit stops.
Sorry, I take that back. Every single green flag lap without pit stops.
Yeah.
Why is Kiani doing burnouts? He didn't win. Oh, Mallon got damaged now.
No, yeah, because he's hit the pit wall twice now. He'll head to victory lane, and we'll talk to him. Tyler Mallon, winner, chicken dinner. How about that? Led 78 laps, got the max points. Take us through.
Well, I knew I could count on my teammate Nathan Kiani there at the end. We started 1-2, and I think we finished 1-2.
Yep.
So that was a lot of fun. There were basically no cautions. It was an amazing race to be a part of, honestly. And sorry, I've never been in a Daytona race that clean, actually, at Daytona. Well, that kind of is implied by Daytona race, but still, I was amazed at that. And the officiating was great. Great job by Jason Hubbard. DM him on Twitter if you want to join the league. It was a lot of fun.
Carter?
Oh, I'm supposed to ask something. Oops. Well, I mean, that last lap there, for sure, I think was definitely the most exciting part of the race, from my point of view, at least, from what I saw. At first, it looked like you just absolutely killed Roger and put him in the wall, but I looked back at it with the 28, and he just turned him. So, were you planning on hitting Roger, I guess, is my question.
No, I would never kill someone for the win. If I accidentally did that, I probably would have let them by anyway. That's not how I ever want to win a race.
Good. But now I know how to beat you.
Well, okay.
No, but congratulations.
Yeah, there's your winner, Tyler Mallon. He won the first race in Nakos. Now he wins the first race in INCAR. We'll see if hopefully your luck's a little better here than it is over in Nakos. But
hopefully, yeah. I think it's just a straight championship here. There's no
Yep.
There are no playoffs actually.
That is correct.
Chase or any kind of like.
So we'll see how it works for you. Best of luck next week at Nashville, and we'll see you on Tuesday for Nakos at Iowa.
Ooh, yay!
Yeah.
Track.
Figured you'd like that. Tyler Mallon, your winner tonight here at Daytona. Let's bring up second place, Nathan Kiani.
Yeah.
How about that second place? Take us through that last lap. How on earth did you get back to Tyler Mallon's bumper there?
When they got crossed up off of 2, all I was focused on was pushing my teammate and Tyler Mallon to the win. We did that today. Great run by the Plan B sales, Toyota Camry, and I'd like to thank Intel, Menards, Safety Clean, all these guys for bringing on such a good race today. Can't thank them enough.
I mean, I understand team orders, but do you think you could have had the car to win the race today, if possible?
I could have, yeah, but as soon as I saw them get crossed up off of 2, and they just lost a lot of momentum, and I knew that their shot was pretty much done by the time they hit the wall.
Yeah.
All right, well, there you have it. Second place, Nathan Kiani. We'll see you next week at Nashville. Best of luck to you there.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun race.
Nathan Kiani, second place. Let's quick bring up Christopher Rowan, the third place finisher. Christopher Rowan, how about that? Third place. Kind of sat lurking around that whole race. Take us through. What did it take to get it done?
Well, it's just a lot of patience. Got to admit, about halfway through, my foot was kind of sore, dragging the brake with it being a single file Congo. But it's a great day for us. For most of our team, Pan finished fourth. That's good. I finished third, and I'm really happy. Even though I finished third, I'm really happy that I got a good result with this paint scheme, and it's been a good day. It's been a good speed weeks.
Well, I was going to ask you what this third place finish means to you, considering the paint scheme that you're running and the tribute paint scheme. So, what does this mean to you for you to finish third in the first race of the season?
It feels pretty good. Definitely gives you momentum going forward. Like I said, I think I had a passenger in the seat I had passengers in the other seat today. Somebody was making it go better than I was.
Yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations on the third place finish. We'll look forward to seeing what you can do at Nashville next week, and best of luck to you there.
All right. Thank you.
Christopher Rowan, your third place finisher here.
And Roger wants an interview as well.
Daytona. Roger, where did he finish? Roger finished 7th. We do the top
he was
3.
He wants an interview because he was like second all race. That's what he said.
All right, let's bring him in so I can hear his voice for the first time. Roger Ray finished 7th. Would you call that a disappointing finish based off of where you were for most of the race?
Yeah, I would say that. Considerably, I think I was top 5 every lap except for the last one.
Well, yeah, that's what it looked like. So, walk us through that last lap there. What happened?
So, okay, right before the caution came out, I was testing. I was able to push Tyler way out and then let off going into 1, and I was able to get a huge run. That happened like 4 to go, but I didn't make the move. So I was gonna do that with like 3 to go, but then the caution came out, so I had to do it on the white flag, and it didn't work quite as well as you can tell, but I came up the 28. I just barely got into the 28, hit the wall, and I still was able to get side by side with Tyler. I think I would have been able to win if I was able to get a push behind me, because then, but I'm sure the guys behind thought we were gonna wreck, so they just left us.
I'm surprised you guys didn't wreck. You were like 3 and 4 wide that entire last lap, pretty much, from what it looked like. So we didn't have a wreck until after the finish line when Carter Boyd and Jake decided to die, I guess. But yeah, I'm assuming you're pretty happy with the run that you had, except for the 7th place finish, considering you probably should have won or finished second. But
I mean, I hate running second to Tyler like for 79 laps and then having that happen. So
yeah, but nonetheless, congratulations on running good for the race, but not finishing that great, I guess.
Yeah, a good run, a poor finish. Things happen. It's a plate track.
Hey.
You've got a couple more on this season. We'll see you in Nashville next week, and possibly for Knockouts next week as well.
All right.
Roger Ray, your
John.
7th place finisher, who is up at the front. That's it. No more. Final thoughts.
Oh, John wanted an interview too.
John barely. Final thoughts.
That was a pretty good race.
Yeah, all things considered.
Yeah. Like, hang on, John's yelling at me. Okay, there we go. Now I can focus. Overall, a very great race. Definitely good publicity for the first race of the season, I'd say. For, I guess you could say technically a new league, but for 24 people for the first race, I'd say that's definitely a success. And considering the racing we had tonight, definitely a great job. Jason did a very good job of adminning tonight.
Yeah.
I'd say we did a good job broadcasting too. So
yeah, it was fun.
Pretty good race.
We'll see what happens next week. Don't know if we'll be back next week for Nashville or not. In the meantime, we'll be here for Knockouts at Iowa next Tuesday. 8 o'clock, we'll be live, myself and Trace and the gang. We'll be set and ready to go, and that wraps up our coverage here from Daytona. I'd like to pull up the credits really quick here, if I can do that. Thanks to MDK or Jeff Krause for making the ticker for us, Jason Hubbard for allowing us to broadcast his league tonight, Tyler Mallon for hosting the server, Carter Friesen in here with me. I'm Jacob Pitts, all of our fantastic sponsors. Tyler Mallon, winner of the Daytona 200. We'll see you next week for Knockos. See you then.